Hello everybody, I am continuing on with the fun Halloween theme from KSCRAFT July release sets, and today I have the candy bar wrapper set and ghost pumpkins, and I have the Halloween lollipop set plus the Halloween ghost rosette that I have used, and you can see the adorable ghosties at the top. So I'm going to start off by showing you my lollipops, and I made so many, and I also made some wrappers for them as well. So I am going to start off by showing you what is included in the set. You get this bat. Now I double layered my thin foam sheet to make it really thick like a 3D lollipop. Then I used the pattern paper to put on top. Then I added just these two bits here, and it looks really fun, and it looks very sweet. Then I have this ghost. So this is the base with the stick that you cut out, and then you add these on top. But I just made it a little bit taller so that the ghost looks a bit bigger than it is, like double layering but slightly upwards. Then I just finished it off with the purple bow. Then I have this one here, which is the pumpkin. I had this lovely checkered paper from Graphic 45 from a long time ago, many years ago. And I had a little piece left and I really wanted to use that. And the champagne gold against it was just really perfect. Then I just simply added this little green bow. So there's the pumpkin. Then you also get included the eyeball. Now, I didn't really love the eyeball idea. So what I did was I cut out the eyeball-shaped lollipop stick. Then I cut out another eyeball-shaped circle piece using the green metallic glitter foam. Then I added this pink candy in the middle. So this is a really sweet, delicious lollipop that I have. Then I did another one of the bow. Well, I did two more because I am for sure that I will be using these throughout the other projects, or just adding it on or including them on somewhere or layering them or having it stick out somewhere. So this one I used the glitter cardstock for my lollipop bases. Then I used the black foam, then pink on top, finished it off with these 3 flower pieces, and it looks so pretty. Then I have this one where I use the black glossy cardstock. Then I've added this beautiful flat back pieces here, and this flower is really iridescent and pretty, and against the glossy black it looks so elegant. Then I have this one here. So instead of making my eyeball lollipop, I made some heart bat lollipop here by adding 2 different heart ephemera piece and a bat sticker. I think it looks so pretty. Then using my spiderweb from the Spiderweb garland set from KSCRAFT, I made these spiderweb lollipops. Aren't they sweet? So using the largest size from the garland and just adding on the iridescent spider, it just became so super sweet. So these are my lollipops that are by itself. Then I decided that I am going to not decorate some, but put them in a candy packet. So what I did was, I have these in my stash. Now this is a candy wrapper or candy bag, and I bought this from AliExpress because I wanted to put bubblegum beads and different resin cabochons in here and then close it off to gift to friends in Happy Mail. And that's exactly what I have been doing ever since I bought this. But I've also decided that I can use this for shaker as well. So I decided that let me see if the lollipop fits into this nicely. The bat one is a little bit wide, so it doesn't fit well. Like it looks like it will fit, but because of the dimension, it doesn't go in. So I didn't do it to the bat one, but I used the ghost lollipop and I included it in here. I chopped the height down a bit. So see how tall this bag is? So I just chopped it down a bit. Then for my toppers, the candy wrapper part, I just use pieces of scrap papers that I have that are in black. And the width is 1 3/4 inch. And this is 1/2 inch. So when you're cutting your piece of paper, your width would have to be 1 3/4. And then this would have to be 1 inch. So when you fold it over, you will have this, okay? And I just used that special scissors, this one here, to make it look like the candy wrapper. Then I just finished it off with the thicker sticker that says hey. And included in the ghost lollipop package, you can see some other ghost and little peppermint candies and different kinds of ghost in there. So it's super fun. Then I have another ghost one where I put it in here. So this time I put 2 lollipops. So I made the bag little, even more longer. And by only chopping off the tiny bit of this, I included 2 different lollipops, not decorated, so that whoever receives this in the future can cut it open from the top and then get it out to decorate or use it for their future Halloween project. And another thing they can do is punch a hole here, add an eyelet, dangle some little cute charms, and also add a clasp and then use it as part of a tag flip as well. And I love this idea. I love including the lollipop in a candy wrapper bag. I think that's super fun. Then this one here has 2 different pumpkins. And I love the look of these pumpkins. They're not scary looking. They're very adorable. And that's how I like my Halloween to be. And I added the Hocus Pocus word on here with the 2 glittery stars. And this paper is from Andrea Bethke collection. Same with this candy corn one here as well. And I love this so much. And it's kind of like gifting a little bit of Halloween sequin as well. So because these are the pumpkin lollipops, I have included pumpkin sequins that I've had in my mix. And I think it's just super fun. Now I did stitch along here because I just like adding a bit of stitching touches. But if you don't have a sewing machine, you do not have to stitch here, because when you are closing this, you just have to add double-sided adhesive tape to here, and then place the bag like this and just close it shut. See? That's all you have to do. But you have to make sure, if you're not using a sewing machine, you can't just put it like this, because if you put it like this and close it, there is a chance that the sequins might fall out. So you want it right against the top and then close it like this. So there is no gap for the sequins to fall out. Okay, so that's what I have done for my lollipop packaging. Then I'm going to show you what I did with the candy wrapper box. I love this set. Now, I did mention when I first received it, I can see myself making this a lot. And I absolutely love it because this is my beaded pen, right? And you can fit several of the beaded pen easily. See? And I also think that you can use this to add an organza bag of beads or whatever, or a set of trims that you can pull out with a tag. There's so many options you can do with this. I did one using the Andrea Bethke collection of the Witch and the Stars and the Moon. I love this minty turquoisey color so much. I also matched it with the Prima marketing paper that had the black and the mint with the holographic touches. I just thought that that was so super fun. And I got to use the 2025 Halloween shadow word that says, if you've got it, haunt it, which was a perfect match with this pattern paper here. For this circular piece here, this is what I do want to mention. Let me get this set. The candy bar wrapper set gives you this circular piece. Let me show you. It comes with this. So you can use it like this, which will give you this circular frame. And I left mine like this because I knew I would love to use the circular frame as much as I can, because I knew I would have the other circular size in my die collection. So I did. I had another one that matched the size. So if I ever wanted to turn this circular piece into a shaker, I can use this to make a frame and use this for my base, and also use this to cut out the acetate for the frame as well. So I included my own other circular piece into here. And I figured if I didn't separate this piece here, it will be so much easier for me whenever I wanted to create a circular frame like this. I cut that out in foam as well, so it gave me some dimension there. And I put some foam tape behind this word here, just at the top, to balance it. And I just put that same pattern paper all around, except this one was the B side of this pattern paper, and I wanted that to shine as well. Plus it had rainbow. I love adding little touches of rainbow in my paper crafting, so that was really perfect for me. This one here, I did use another DCWV paper, and I did use the Trick or Treat because my pattern paper had candies and ghosts and sweet pumpkins and like candy corns and candy wrappers and things. So it was perfect for me to use Trick or Treat word. So the only thing I did different between this circular piece and this one is that I cut out the frame as well, but in orange glitter cardstock, and I only cut the base in another pattern paper and just layered it flat. And then I used some foam behind the Trick or Treat to raise it up to match the level of my foam stars that I've added here. And the Trick or Treat was absolutely perfect for this box. And then I used the Andrea Betke ephemera pieces. It says candy yes, candy yay. I just thought this was absolutely perfect for it. And I just used the same pattern paper all around. This pattern paper was a double-sided paper. So I used the A side for my layering piece and the B side, which is the orange pattern paper here. So sometimes if you're really stuck on what color to use for the base and the layering piece, find a pattern paper that you really like, the color, both of the colors together, and then use that one sheet. It makes it so much easier for you. So I have these. Then I have this one here. This is the ghost pumpkins. So the ghost pumpkins, you get 4 different sizes like this. This one is my largest one. I double cut the top layering piece, one in pattern paper, one in foam, because I really wanted it to give me some dimension, and I also wanted it to give me that feel of like as if a cream frosting is put on the pumpkin. Then I just simply decorated with the green rose pieces, and I chose a turquoise foam to match the dimension that I put for the ghost face. And I just think the colors are so stunning together. And I used some black and white stars and this graphite color glittery spider. Then I have the next piece here, which is like this. I chose some pattern papers and colors from Andrea Betke collection. I added the thicker word October 31. And this bat here, the 2 different size bats, I cut out in glossy black cardstock. And that is included with the candy bar wrapper. So the candy bar wrapper gives you many different sizes of the bats. I cut out so many, and I have a pile that I can use throughout my Halloween projects. And I think that looks really nice and simple, but decorated. Then these are the 2 smaller ones. So this one, I wanted to match something. I wanted to add extra bit of the turquoisey green color. So I found this flower piece, added the flat back sticker, and added this star that had both the pink and the mint color. I used the black pattern paper that had the cat face printed on there, so it makes it a little bit more sweeter. Then this one here is the smallest version of the ghost pumpkin. I used the same pattern paper for this one, different ombre color for the bottom. Then I finished off by decorating using the Nouveau drop. This is the Nouveau drop that I use. It's called Bubble Gum Blush. And this is the color effect you get. I just put little sprinkles on there. Then I also did 2 different sticker pieces there. I think these are really pretty. So I've done those. Then my final project for the day is, ta-da! This is my Have a Spooky Halloween Ghost Rosette Wand. I really had so much fun making this. Now I was thinking, what size rosette do I really want to make? But I decided, you know what? I am going to make a full size one first and then cut it down a little bit to make a little bit smaller version to give me a really nice wand. So to make a round rosette with this, you do have to cut it 3 times to make this biggest size. Okay, if you're not making this biggest size, you don't have to cut it in 3s. I think you can cut only twice and make the height a little bit less. So for this one here, I cut the strip in 2.5 inch to cut this. And I cut it, I believe, twice, I think, but I can't remember to do this. And then what I did was I used the purple for my biggest piece. Then I chose the black and white stripe one to go against the purple. I really wanted to make sure you can see the 2 different colors. Then I used the Andrea Betke pieces. Plus this Have a Spooky Halloween comes from the DCWV collection. Then I cut out these bats from the candy bar wrapper set. I double layered the pink against the orange glitter there. I think that looks really nice. I did use some star pieces from, these are the vellum glittery pieces from Rosie Studio I got to use. And here is a tiny wood piece that I decorated with some of the glitter colors that I had. And I finished it off by adding some little bit of accents on the side. I used 3 different pieces here. There is a rectangular piece, as you can see, and 2 different haunted houses. It says, Have a Spooky Halloween. I'm going to show you my bottom of the wand. This is where I got to add my spider web garlands in couple different sizes. I just folded them in half in the length that I want, and I added one, then I added another one, then I added another piece here and another piece here. And it looks so pretty. And then, you know, for the stick, this pom-pom, I didn't glue it on. You know what this is? This is a Dollar Tree pom-pom pen that I was gifted many years ago. And I just used that pen bit to glue to the top so you can't see the pen. And this is now the bottom of my magical wand. I hope you have enjoyed looking at all of my fun Halloween project share, and I look forward to seeing what you guys make with the new die set that you grab. Sometimes, if you would share it with me, if you don't have a YouTube, you can always message me on Instagram. I would love to have a look at your version if you don't share on your Instagram either. Sometimes people have accounts but don't really post. But if you want to share it with me, I would love to see that. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Bye for now.